Patriots of era, Protestants and Catholics, Loyalists and Nationalists. 32 counties must unite. Because, folks, what I'm about to reveal about the latest what's after happening in relation to the Crown Paints factory will possibly affect every other IPAS centre injunction case going forward. Coolock is betrayed but not broken. The community of Coolock fights on after the High Court refuses an injunction against the IPAS centre at the Crown Paints site. 3 plaintiffs, Melissa Kelly, Amanda Farley and Alan Croghan, stood up for their community and brought a High Court injunction out of public interest to stop the Crown Paints building in Coolock being turned into an international protection accommodation, an IPAS centre. They did not stand alone, folks. They stood for every mother, every father, every child, every pensioner in Coolock who felt ignored, pushed aside and silenced by a government forcing radical change onto communities without consultation or consent. The case was brought against Paul Collins, Tanya Hinman, Town Bui Unlimited Company, the Commissioner of An Garda Síochána, Minister Roderick O'Gorman, Dublin City Council, the Government of Ireland and the Minister for Housing. The matter was listed for hearing in the High Court on Thursday and Friday yesterday, with the plaintiffs seeking to protect their area and community values out of public interest and to stop the development by Paul Collins and Town Bui Unlimited before it was too late. But a sudden and shocking turn events happened in court. To the disbelief of many, Mr. Justice Holland changed the course at the last minute and did not proceed to hear the injunction as scheduled. My interpretation was that instead he raised on his own motion the issue of mootness, suggesting the case may no longer have a legal effect. This was not a motion, folks, brought by any of the 3 plaintiffs, and yet the judge proceeded to rule that all factual and legal issues relating to the project are moot, and I will not exercise my discretion to decide them. What was the basis for this? At the last minute, 2 weeks ago, a sworn affidavit was submitted by Alan Croghan, one of the 3 plaintiffs, stating that he did not want to proceed beyond the High Court level, especially in relation to any international legal action. He then was stating that he effectively, in my interpretation, wanted to jump ship, that he didn't want it going any further than the High Court. That single affidavit appears to have derailed now the whole entire case. Let the record show that Melissa and Amanda did not back down. The judgment confirms that Melissa Kelly argued strongly to proceed and make clear legal submissions out of public interest. Amanda Farley wanted the case to go forward but did not argue on mootness. Alan Croghan facilitated, but in the end said he still wanted to proceed, although he had early expressed doubts. The judge stated that Melissa's arguments would be attributed to Amanda and Alan for fairness, but the damage had already been done. What happens now, and who pays, and who profited? These are the burning and million-dollar questions. The case now is adjourned to the 28th of July, not for justice, but to deal with legal costs and whether the plaintiffs may have amend their pleadings to salvage any part of the case. And this is where the million-dollar questions arise, and the people of Coolock deserve answers. Who will be left holding the bill for the High Court action if the judge awards costs? How much did it cost Melissa, Amanda and Alan to bring the case? Was there a GoFundMe campaign launched? And if so, how much did it raise? Where did that money go? Who got paid? And how much did it cost to bring these legal proceedings? The great people of Coolock funded this case with heart, hope and hard-earned cash. They believed this was about protecting their homes, their schools, their women, their children, their streets. Now they feel let down, not by a legal technicality, but by a system that seems rigged to silence the ordinary Irish citizens. But folks, this is not the end. Coolock is not lying down. One affidavit, one judge's ruling, one refused injunction, but the fight is far from over. The question now is being asked are no longer just legal, they are moral and political. Will this case now go to the international courts? Will the people of Coolock finally be heard on the global stage, since the Irish state seems unwilling to listen to them? This is no longer just about one building. This is no longer about Crown Paints. This is about sovereignty, transparency and truth. And the people of Coolock are not going to take this lying down. But what does this mean now for the community and the outcome of the community's reaction in Coolock? Because the injunction was not granted, Paul Collins and Townbee Unlimited are now legally free to proceed with developing Crown Paint sites as they wish. Importantly, Melissa Kelly and Amanda Farley did not withdraw from the case. All three plaintiffs volunteered to represent the community and its concerns. Look, the legal proceedings were funded and supported by, I believe, the Coolock Says No group and widespread grassroots backing. Let me know, folks, what you think, because this is a serious concern now for other IPAS injunction cases that are going to happen throughout the country. And folks, the Dáil now is on 3 weeks or 3 months holidays. And if we don't get them out, this country is finished in a month, not to mind 3 months. So everyone now needs to row in, put the shoulder to the wheel and stand up and support the people of your community and get this government out. Because we know, as I've said last week, we need 100,000 people to dissolve the Dáil. And we are now going to go and do that. So folks, please, everyone, shoulder to the wheel and come on and support me for the whole unity of this of our country. We cannot let this cobbled together government keep destroying our country. Gura míle maith agaibh.